Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of corporate mumbo jumbo. Today we're diving into a preliminary proxy statement. Now that sounds boring, I know, but stick with me. It's like peeking behind the curtain at what a company is planning, and this one involves a request for more authorized stock. Are they planning something big, maybe an acquisition, or perhaps they just want more wiggle room? We're about to find out. This document is essentially the company, Prelude Therapeutics, telling its shareholders what's on the agenda for their annual meeting in June of next year. They need the shareholders to vote on some important stuff, and this proxy statement explains what those votes are about. The main things they want you to vote on are electing some directors to the board. Directors are the people who oversee the company. They also want you to approve their choice of accountant firm, Ernst & Young Elt, to check their financial books. Finally, and maybe most interestingly, they're asking to increase the number of authorized shares of their non-voting stock. Okay, let's unpack that share increase. A company's authorized shares are the total number of shares they're legally allowed to issue. This proposal is asking for a big increase in the number of non-voting shares they can create. It's going from about 12.8 million to almost 113 million shares. That's a huge jump. So why does this matter? Well, issuing more shares can have several effects. It can dilute or weaken the ownership stake of current shareholders. Imagine cutting a pizza into more slices. Each slice becomes smaller, but it also gives the company more options for raising money or making acquisitions. It is like having extra bullets for a gun. Now, let's look at how the voting works. For electing the directors, it's a simple majority. Whoever gets the most votes wins. Approving the accounting firm also requires a majority. For the share increase, the 4 votes need to beat the Okens-est votes. If you abstain or choose not to vote, it won't matter on the result of it. What does the board want you to do? They are saying to vote for everything. Yes to the directors, yes to the accounting firm, and yes to the share increase. They think it's all in the best interest of the company. This part is about how the company is run and who is in charge. The company has committees such as an audit committee and a compensation committee to do things such as evaluate risks and assess performance. They also talk about director independence. The board says that several of their directors are independent, meaning they don't have relationships with the company that could cloud their judgment. These independent directors have a high impact on the board, and in this case it means they don't have a big relationship with the company that would cloud their judgment. Here's a quick look at what the non-employee directors got paid in the past year. Paul Friedman, a director, earned around $72,000 in cash fees and about $65,000 in option awards for a total of almost an option $8,000. Some earned more, some less. It depended on their role on the board. How much did they pay their accounting firm? Ernst & Young billed them $565,000 in audit fees for this past year. That's what it costs to make sure your financial statements are in order. This table shows who owns the most shares of Prelude Therapeutics. Krishna Vadi, the CEO, owns about 13.8% of the voting stock. Orbimed entities and Baker Bros also hold large amounts, making them significant players. Let's also take a quick look at executive compensation. Krishna Vadi, the CEO, made over $223 million to $23 million last year. Jane Huang, the president and chief medical officer, made almost $1.5 million, one trained $5 million, one had a 1.5. The executive team consists of Krishna Vadi, who is the chief executive officer. Jane Huang is the president and chief medical officer, and Bryant Lim is the chief legal officer and chief financial officer. Finally, a quick look at the equity compensation plan information shows that there are millions of shares ready to be handed out upon exercise of outstanding options, warrants, and rights. There are also millions of securities remaining for future issuance, so they have a lot more to give out if they need to. So what does it all mean? Well, Prelude Therapeutics is asking for more shares, which suggests they might be planning something. They are playing their cards close to their chest, so we can't know yet for sure. Overall, Prelude Therapeutics appears to be in a relatively stable position. The key decision for shareholders is whether to approve the increase in authorized shares. While it could dilute existing holdings, it also provides the company with more financial flexibility for future growth. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Until next time.